At the start of history, China had an RVC by the river Huang. Then began the dynasties in 16th century BCE. Each had just one family line. Let's take a look at the flow of time.
We were still isolated like we were in the past. Then the Silk Road trade would have been such a blast. We would still be farming around on the ground, not a world of urban cities but with natural sounds. But I guess new philosophies gave us a hand, like legalism in shaping our land. We used to, now we're modern, yeah. Cause having emperors over us is ancient artifacts, and the spread of Chinese culture influenced us all. From Japan to Vietnam, we had courts in our halls. Then Korea, Hangul became vernacular. We made the culture flow and everything spectacular. Yeah, Then came around World War II. It started in the West and came out of the blue. And because of this, there were many tragedies, making us wonder if we ever knew harmony. But when 2 nuclear bombs made a debut in Japan, there was a whole nother war that just began. It started when Korea had been split in two, North and South, and none were willing to lose. But we also had some fights with the Westerners as well, whose wars with them didn't end so well. But in history is one thing we all do, is that we affected everybody, even me and you.
At the start of history, agriculture reigned supreme. Bronze and iron helped this move along. Then began the growth of towns. Specialization had been found. Merchants, traders, artisans. It's time for the rule of East Asian. Xia, Xiangzhou, Qin, Han, Sui, Tong, Song, Yan, Ning, Xing, and People's Republic of China.
Oh, I get it now.
If we never fixed the many problems of the past, our region would have never ever been built to last. Even though we were taken by the Mongol horde, what do you think all the silver in the bank is for? It's right to build nations off from the ground. We were once isolated, but look at us now. Maybe if we never fought the Opium Wars, we wouldn't have British troops outside of our door. I guess our rebellions weren't just anyone's blame. Those are just the things that come with major change. While the Great Walls being built by the Ming, we had missionaries from Tokyo to Beijing. While dynasties ruled the Chinese state, Japan was ruled through a shogunate. But later they formed a new type of government in which they used a constitutional parliament. And later we were impacted by World War I as the bombs and the ashes covered up the sun. 1939 marked the start of World War II. In 1945, Japan got 2 big booms. Despite all the changes we had always wanted to form, that's why we looked upon bad leaders with scorn. I wanted to keep our government good and true. I want to force a civil exam for me and you.
At the start of history, isolation was society, keeping to themselves while others moved along. Then began the growth of trade. Cultural diffusion was all the rage. Trading along that Silk Road, keeping up with the empire's load. Xia, Xiangzhou, Qin, Han, Sui, Tong, Song, Yan, Ming, Qing, and People's Republic of China. Amid the changes, there is still a motif.
There's still a motif
of patriarchy and ancestor
esteem.
The mandate of heaven decides who will rule. Corrupt leaders caused all the dynasties falls. Now it's modern history. Asian products are still the scene. Manufactured items instead of silk and tea. This region began with towns. Now metropolises are all around. Republic is the government. Once it was ruled by the emperor. Xia, Xiangzhou, Qin, Han, Sui, Tong, Song, Yan, Ming, Qing, and People's Republic of China.
Yeah.